Well, Pi caught 2 fish this morning in the fish trap on the farm, and there they are. And what she's going to do now is put them in the sun, dry them out, and then fry them. So sun-dried, deep-fried catfish. Lovely. Well, Pi and I are in the cornfield. This is the 4 rye of land that Pi's dad rents every year to grow corn on. The rental price for land, farmland anyway, is 1,000 baht per rye per year here. So it's not massively expensive. But we've just come here and they harvested a couple of days ago. The combine came in and sorted it out. But Pi's not impressed at all. He's left behind just loads of it. Which means it's all got to be picked now by hand. Yeah, it's a lot of work. You know, you pay somebody to come in and do a job and they don't quite get it. And it leaves you with a load more work to do.
In the back of the tree, big tree, yeah.
Yeah.
On in that inside, they not cut anything.
And they haven't cut it here either.
Yeah.
Yep.
This one here, and the big one in here same.
Yeah.
If this one is okay, I have little bit tree is okay because they go down, yeah.
Yep.
They cannot cut. But why they not cut in the back, in here? Last time have the man he do, yeah. He do all in here, yeah. You see?
Yeah, he did the lot.
Yeah. In the back same. In the back have corn. I just go look have the corn.
Not impressed. She is not impressed at all. Again, it just makes life, you know, a lot more difficult. And it's expensive, you know. You pay for the combine harvester to come in and do it. It ain't cheap. So when they leave it all behind, yeah, it's just almost a waste of time. You might as well just come here and do it yourself in the first place. Different guy, not the same guy we had last time. So, yep, that's life. It's a case of grinning and bearing it. He's nice in here though. The big building there, for those of you who don't know, is the corn processing plant. Somebody asked me about my teeth. Yeah, quick update. I actually went to the dentist last night. I had an evening appointment. They come back with the moulds and made all the adjustments. Took about an hour. And now the moulds have now gone to the laboratory to have the dentures made. So sometime next week I'm going to get a phone call and they'll take me in. They'll remove the last 4 teeth at the front and fit the dentures there and then. Again, these are temporary dentures, so they'll last about 3 months. Once the gums are fully healed, I'll have to have a whole new set of moulds made and then a whole new set of teeth. But yeah, I'm really looking forward to it now. Chewing food has become a real pain. Well, I can't really chew food. So yeah, get this over and done with and I'll be a happy bunny. As you saw by the time lapse, it was pretty foggy this morning and dare I say actually chilly. I was quite surprised. But the sun is getting up now and yeah, it's really beginning to heat up. I was just saying that everywhere she looks there's corn. So yeah, she's not impressed at all. I've said it before, you know, it's an awful lot of work for these people. It's labour intensive and of course, you know, there is modern equipment, machinery to come and harvest. And yeah, when you pay a lot of money for it, you expect them to do a reasonable job of it. But this, to be honest here, is poor to say the least. The worst thing about it, of course, is the fact that there's not a huge profit in it. I reckon my father-in-law will be lucky if he makes 6,000-7,000 baht out of this lot. So when you're faced with, you know, having to come onto the land and then spend what will now be days trying to sift through this lot to salvage the corn, it's just not worth it. Again, this goes back to what I said about the fish. You know, a lot of people ask me why the fish. You know, it's a lot less labour intensive. You just have to feed them a couple of times a day. Yeah, you know, like anything else, you're always going to get losses, and we get losses from the birds and the snakes and etc. But you know, it's far more profitable than corn or rice. Well, we're back home. Pi is just not happy at all. Now, if you look at this bag, last year we filled 10 of those. That was the leftover corn that we salvaged from the cornfield. But Pi's looking at it right now and she's saying there could be 100 of those bags, if not more. So she's now going to call her dad and let her dad go and have a look. He hasn't seen it yet. I don't think he's going to be none too impressed, to be honest with you. Well, Pi and I have just pulled over and there's a sign there saying for rent. Now, we're not sure if it's this house or it's somewhere else, and it could well be the case that it's somewhere else. So it's just a case of making a phone call and having a look. It is on the main road, which is yeah, not very nice, but the house, if it is this house, it's set back far enough, and thankfully the road doesn't get a vast amount of traffic. Well, Pi's got the number, so we're going into Shenzhen town, and once we get there she'll make a phone call and find out. Exciting times. Somebody asked me the other day, why do we keep the motorcycle in the house? There's been reports of people stealing motorbikes, and then what they do is basically put them on a boat and ship them across the Mekong River into Laos, never to be seen again. So the last thing we can afford right now is to have our bikes stolen. Beautiful day out here though. Yeah, Pi and I are still keeping our eyes open for somewhere to rent, and somewhere that's obviously not too far from the farm. And I know for a fact if Pi and I were to, you know, pursue something else, a home, maybe a little business for Pi, it wouldn't cause any animosity. We'd still be more than welcome on the farm anytime we liked. A few of our subscribers actually suggested that Pi run some tours and charge folks just for days out and things like that. Obviously it's not something I could do. It would, one, require a work permit, and two, being a tour guide is a restricted occupation for Thai nationals only. So I wouldn't get a work permit for it, and they certainly wouldn't give me a tour guide license. Beautiful view of the Mekong River. How nice is that? Somebody said to me that vlogging must be quite a demand on our time. Yeah, it is. It's not just a case of filming, of course there's all the editing to do. And when you do it on a daily basis, yeah, it's a challenge, it really is. But there's something about it, I can't quite put my finger on it. I just really, really like doing it. And I think when you love something, it improves. And everybody said to me that, you know, since I started vlogging, my vlog quality's improved no end. Let's go and get something to eat. Yeah, you guessed it. I'm absolutely starving. Noodle shop. Well, Pi made the telephone call, and the house that's actually up for rent is not the one on the main road, which is just as well, really. Apparently it's in a little tiny soi, and we're going to go looking for it now. The details of the house, it's a 1-bedroom. It would have been better if it was 2, but we'll go and have a look. At this point, of course, nothing is set in stone. The price is 2,000 baht a month, but the lady did say to Pi that if you rent for 6 months or more, then she'll do it for 1,600 baht a month. So we're just going to go and have a look. It's just down this little soi here, but we are not sure which house it is yet. Pi said she knows. It could be something like this, or it could be a Thai traditional home. At this point I literally do not know. The only thing I will say is if you come down here, it'll be really quiet. Well, Pi thinks it's the one that I just pointed out. I thought it might have been this one. Not a bad little soi though. Right, there's the end of the soi. It leads back onto the main road. Now this road here that runs along here is the road that runs into Doi Long, towards the farm that we visited. So by the looks of it, it was the house that I originally pointed out. The only real downside to moving, of course, is fam. One bedroom is really not enough, but the big issue is his school, because he's not going to want to leave the school that he's currently at. Oh yeah, there's a sign, look, I was right. I'm going to have to leave my helmet on because I don't have my gimbal with me. So if the footage is a bit shaky, I apologise. Well, it's got parking for a couple of cars there. Not that we've got any. You know, it's handy. Storage area. Garden needs a bit of tending to, that's not a problem. We can go and look, yeah? Yeah? She didn't lock the door then. It's just one room, honey. Yeah. Well, there's the downside to it, guys. It smells really musty in here, so they've obviously got a problem with mould, and it's just a single little room, which is well, useless, quite frankly. Yeah, look at the electric. That's kind of standard though in Thailand. You get used to seeing it. It's ugly, but you get used to seeing it. $1,600 baht a month. It's a shame actually that the house is not very nice and it's impractical for our needs. Because when you come out here and then you look at this landscape, that's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, I could live here, but not in the house. It's just not practical. Again, it's cheap enough. Again, one room. There's no way you could all live in it. That's a shame. But again, shame really, because those views are just to die for. So no kitchen, toilets outside, and just a little room. Nah, we'll pass. So again, real shame though, guys, because that view is absolutely fabulous. I could live with that view all day long. So there you go, guys. Another failure. It is all part of it, I'm afraid to say. It's life in the fast lane. Never mind. Onwards and upwards. Well, I think it's safe to say that the sun is going down. It's been a great day. Yes, we didn't do so well on the house hunting, but that seems to be par for the course. Just remember that, you know, it's not the end of the world. We'll find something eventually. Whatever you do, guys, have a fantastic day and stay safe. Don't forget, guys, please subscribe, share and like. It does make a huge difference. And Pi and I will see you tomorrow. Bye for now, guys.
See you tomorrow.